muscle cars that were faster than the ads claimed. In the golden era of muscle cars, manufacturers often played with numbers, sometimes to avoid insurance penalties, and other times just to surprise buyers at the drag strip. While some cars were exactly as fast as advertised, others were hiding far more power under the hood than the brochures would ever admit. Whether it was to sneak past regulations or to give street racers a secret advantage, these cars became legends for outpacing their own official stats. Today, we'll take a closer look at 3 muscle cars that shocked drivers and rivals alike by being much faster than the ads claimed. Buckle up! This ride's about to get wild. 1. 1969 Chevrolet Corvette L88. The 1969 Chevrolet Corvette L88 is one of the most legendary examples of factory understatement. On paper, the L88's 427 cubic-inch V8 was rated at just 430 horsepower, but in reality it was pushing well over 550 horsepower. Chevrolet deliberately underrated it to discourage casual buyers. This was a pure race machine, not a Sunday cruiser. It came with a 12.5:1 compression ratio, a solid lifter cam, and aluminum heads designed for top-tier performance. Chevy even removed the radio and air conditioning to save weight and focus on speed. When journalists tested it, they quickly realized it was far beyond anything the official figures suggested. On the drag strip, it could easily run the quarter-mile in the low 11-second range with slicks. Its top speed exceeded 170 miles per hour, figures unheard of for most street cars of the time. The reason for the power downplay was partly due to insurance companies heavily penalizing high-horsepower cars. By advertising a lower number, Chevy avoided scaring away buyers who didn't understand its racing pedigree. Only 116 L88 Corvettes were built in 1969, making it a highly sought-after collector's piece today. Owners who knew its true potential often dominated local drag races without revealing what was under the hood. Its real-world performance made it an absolute terror on the streets. Some say Chevrolet engineers smiled quietly every time someone underestimated the L88. Even today, it's recognized as one of the most brutally powerful Corvettes ever built. The L88 wasn't just a car, it was a carefully disguised weapon. For the trained driver, it delivered track-ready performance right from the factory. Chevrolet's decision to hide its real numbers only made it more mysterious and desirable. In the hands of the right racer, it was nearly unbeatable. It remains one of the ultimate faster-than-claimed muscle cars in history. 2. 1970 Chevrolet Chevel SS454 LS6. The 1970 Chevel SS454 LS6 was officially rated at 450 horsepower, already an impressive number. However, in reality, it was producing closer to 500 to 520 horsepower from its massive big block V8. This made it the most powerful muscle car you could buy, straight from a dealership in 1970. Chevrolet claimed it was street legal, but in truth, it was built for the drag strip. The LS6 came with a Holley 4-barrel carburetor, forged pistons, and a high-lift camshaft. It could launch off the line with incredible force, putting many competitors to shame. Magazine tests at the time recorded quarter-mile runs in the mid-20s, far faster than the brochures suggested. Its real power figures were hidden partly to avoid excessive insurance premiums. Chevrolet also wanted to keep a low profile with government regulators concerned about road safety. For muscle car fans, the LS6 was the ultimate sleeper in plain sight. From the outside, it looked like just another Chevel SS, but under the hood, it was a different story. Drivers loved how it could embarrass more expensive sports cars without breaking a sweat. Its high torque output made it dangerous for inexperienced drivers, and wheel spin was a constant issue. In skilled hands, it could out-accelerate nearly anything on American roads. The LS6 quickly became a drag strip legend, with racers swapping in slicks for even better times. Chevy's underrated horsepower claim only added to its myth. Today, finding an original LS6 is a dream for collectors. It's widely considered the pinnacle of GM's muscle car performance era. The Chevel SS454 LS6 was a perfect mix of brute force and subtle deception. It wasn't just faster than the ads claimed, it was faster than most people dared to believe. 3. 1968 Dodge Dart Hemi. The 1968 Dodge Dart Hemi was perhaps the most extreme example of an underrated muscle car. Officially, Chrysler rated its 426 Hemi at 425 horsepower, but real figures were well over 500 horsepower. In reality, it was a hand-built factory drag racer disguised as a street car. The Dart Hemi was stripped of unnecessary features. No back seat, no heater, no sound insulation. It was fitted with lightweight fiberglass fenders and hood to cut down weight. The 426 Hemi engine was a proven race winner, delivering monstrous acceleration. Quarter-mile times in the high tens were possible with the right setup. Dodge didn't even pretend this was for the average customer. It was for serious racers only. Only about 80 were ever made, making it one of the rarest Mopar machines ever. Insurance companies would have had a meltdown if they knew its real numbers. Dodge kept the official rating low to keep buyers interested and competitors guessing. On the streets, it was virtually unstoppable in a straight line. The Hemi's brutal torque made it a handful to drive, but for drag racing, it was perfect. Many of these cars went straight from the dealership to the track. Its legend grew as it destroyed all challengers in heads-up races. Some say Dodge's horsepower figures were deliberately low to avoid NHRA classification penalties. Either way, it made the Dart Hemi one of the deadliest surprises of the muscle car era. Collectors today pay enormous sums for surviving examples. With its raw, unfiltered performance, it remains a symbol of Mopar's most rebellious spirit. The Dodge Dart Hemi wasn't just faster than advertised, it was a factory-built street weapon. These muscle cars proved that sometimes the numbers on the brochure are just the beginning of the story. By hiding their true power, manufacturers created legends that shocked rivals and thrilled drivers. Whether it was Chevrolet's cunning understatement or Dodge's outright drag racing deception, these machines defined the golden age of speed. Even today, they stand as reminders that the best surprises often come under the hood. And in the world of muscle cars, nothing is more satisfying than a faster-than-claimed victory.